My brother got my fiancée pregnant, and my father gave him the company I built with my own hands. I walked away, rebuilt everything from zero, and what happened next left them begging at my door. I'm 33 now. My younger brother Ethan is 30. Growing up in Cleveland, our house looked perfectly ordinary from the street. Brick ranch, basketball hoop in the driveway, American flag on the porch. Inside, it was a different world. Ethan arrived after 3 miscarriages. My mom's pregnancy with him was hell. Preeclampsia, bleeding scares, months of bed rest. When he was finally born, 6 weeks early, barely 4 pounds, the doctors weren't sure he'd make it through the first night. He did, but the next 4 years were a blur of hospital visits, oxygen tanks in the living room, and my parents sleeping in shifts. I was 7 when he came home for good. I remember sitting on those plastic hospital chairs for hours, clutching a Game Boy with dead batteries, just so my parents knew someone was watching their older son while they watched the younger one fight to breathe. That experience rewired my parents, especially my dad. Ethan became untouchable, fragile, sacred. I became the kid who was expected to never need anything. If I brought home a B+, Dad wanted to know why it wasn't an A. If Ethan failed 2 classes because he wasn't feeling well, Dad wrote the school a note and took him for ice cream. If I forgot to take out the trash, I lost my phone for a week. If Ethan wrecked Mom's car at 17, no license, no insurance, Dad paid for the repairs out of pocket and told him accidents happen. I learned very early that love in our house was a finite resource, and Ethan had a lifetime supply. At 15, I started working weekends and summers at Dad's plumbing company. It wasn't a big operation. 2 vans, a 800-square-foot office warehouse combo, 5 or 6 techs during spring rush. Dad started it 35 years ago with 1 truck and a Yellow Pages ad. It kept us comfortable, nothing more. I didn't care about plumbing, but I cared about Dad looking at me the way he looked at Ethan when he hit a growth spurt, and the doctor said he was finally out of the woods. So I showed up at 6 a.m. every Saturday mornings, loaded trucks, cleaned fittings, ran for parts. By 17, I could repipe an entire house faster than guys twice my age. By 19, I was writing bids. By 21, customers called the office and said, "Send that quiet kid who actually shows up on time." Dad still introduced Ethan as the future of the company every Thanksgiving. I pushed us into the 21st century anyway. I taught myself tankless water heaters, whole house filtration, commercial grease trap systems. I stayed up until 3 a.m. studying code changes so we could bid on restaurant chains. This shorts can't handle this full story. Click the link in the description. See full story. You need to watch this.